Hello again and welcome to Cultivated World, the channel that brings you the good stuff from the world of watches. Today we're looking at the Rolex Submariner Date. We'll be talking a little bit about the history of the Submariner and why it's arguably the most sought after luxury watch in the world. Back in the early 1950s, a member of the Rolex board, one René Paul Jeanneret, had a vision of a Rolex watch unlike any other. As a keen diver, Jeanneret had ambitions of a diving watch which was comfortable to wear every day, but with an air of elegance that made the design versatile enough to make the Submariner the only watch you'll ever need. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual Submariner was first launched in 1953 and was first showcased at Bezel in 1954. Although it wasn't the world's first waterproof watch, the Rolex Submariner was touted as the world's first waterproof watch with a depth rating of 100 meters. Today we're looking at the reference 116610LN, and at the time of filming is the most recent incarnation of the Rolex Submariner. With over 60 years in production, the Rolex Submariner has been tweaked and refined with each iteration, leading to the example we have here today. Some of the changes and refinements over the years include the introduction of crown guards, changing the sword style hands to Mercedes style hands, adding a scratch-proof sapphire crystal, increasing the waterproof depth rating to 300 meters, and upgrading the bezel to the ever-durable Cerachrome, just to name a few. The addition of a date complication in the 1960s proved to be a very shrewd decision from Rolex. It gave the Submariner more real-world appeal, even to those that don't go anywhere near the water. To this day, the Submariner Date is the more popular model within the range. The unidirectional bezel was designed to allow divers to monitor their immersion time and compression stops. The bezel is turned to line up the triangle marker with the minute hand. As the minute hand moves around the watch, the diver can accurately time the dive and can track how long they've been underwater using the markers on the bezel. The Oyster Bracelet is made from 904L steel with its superior anti-corrosion properties and features a satin brushed finish with polished sides. Many prefer the brushed center links compared to the polished center links found on watches like the GMT Master and the Yacht Master. This proved to be a point of contention in our most popular video so far, when we argued the case for why the Yacht Master is better than the Submariner. We'll include the link to this video in the top corner and in the description below. Check it out afterwards and let us know if you agree with this. The bracelet is finished off with the folding Oyster lock safety clasp, complete with the very clever glide lock adjustment mechanism. The glide lock allows adjustment of up to 20mm so that the Submariner can be worn on the outside of a diving suit. It's fair to say that Rolex outdid themselves by creating the Submariner, and I'm not sure even Jeanneret knew the overwhelming success that was to come. It's the first model that comes to mind for many when you mention the name Rolex, and has more homages than any other watch ever created. With its robustness and classic elegant looks, it is easy to see why the Rolex Submariner is so popular and why it's the first choice for many. For anyone looking for that one luxury watch to wear every day, that one watch to wear to the office and then on weekends in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, it is difficult to argue with the Rolex Submariner. I would compare the Rolex Submariner to something like the ever popular Porsche 911 Carrera. The 911 has gone through decades of refinement just like the Submariner, and looks instantly recognisable, resembling the very first 911 models. It is reliably engineered and one of the most versatile sports cars you can buy today. It would quite easily take you to the shops, as much as it would take you on a blast along the Autobahn or a lap of the Nürburgring. However, if you live in a major city like London, the Porsche 911 is almost too common. Ubiquitous, in fact. Although it is still a relatively expensive car and costs almost 3 times the average yearly salary of someone in the UK, Porsche 911s go about their way without hardly ever being noticed. They are almost ordinary and the predictable choice once you've made a bit of money. Some may say that's no bad thing, and I can see their perspective. But as someone with a true passion for cars and watches, it would have to be something less common to get my juices flowing. Now, if it was a more limited green model, that would definitely grab my attention. What do you think of the Rolex Submariner Date? Would it be your first choice for a luxury watch? Or do you find it too boring and too predictable? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like watches as much as we do and want to see more watch content like this, please like and subscribe, and remember to hit that bell icon.